What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have foreigners on their biggest UK culture shocks. Before we dive in, if you happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's dive right in.
In this video, I'll be asking foreigners what's really surprised them about the UK, what's been their biggest culture shock. Stick around to find out so you know not to make these mistakes. Let's go.
MU.
Where are you from?
The Netherlands.
Nice. What's your biggest culture shock of the UK?
Meal deals, I would say.
Meal deals?
Meal
Meal
deals.
deals.
Scare me so much.
How do they scare you?
Never had one, but just the thought of it stresses me out.
A third of British population have the same lunch
The thought of a meal deal scared you? Huh? Why?
every working day, and they actually spend £10,000 in their lifetime for this, a meal deal. Tesco actually released the most popular meal deal combination in the UK: sausage, bacon and egg. McCoy's flame grilled steak. The most popular drink is, of course, Coca-Cola. This is literally 50% discount.
I'm not gonna hop on that trend.
Is it not something that you have in Netherlands? You don't have meal deals in Netherlands?
Absolutely not. I don't think it would work anywhere other than the UK, I can't lie.
What in particular scares you about it? It's just
it'll work in almost all of the Western world. What? Yes. What
a sandwich deal or something.
I don't know, just like seeing all the food there like that, I don't know, something about it. Yeah.
Does it feel like it's not fresh and authentic, or is it?
Definitely. Would you say a meal deal is fresh and authentic? I don't think many people, that's a hot take.
I definitely do get that. That if you're coming from that aspect, I understand it. But I mean, for the price that you get a meal deal at, like, you're not gonna get the freshest and most authentic food. But if it's so popular, it must be satisfying and affordable.
No, not for me, not for me.
But it is very British, and I get them quite often, I won't lie. But yeah, you're right, they're not the best thing.
Economically speaking, I get it. Economically speaking, I get it. Other than that, not convinced.
So what do you get if you don't get a meal deal? What do you do for lunch?
What do I do for lunch?
Yeah.
Rice bar on campus, hamburger for £3.
Wow, okay.
Even better than a meal deal, I would say.
Wow, is it just a hamburger or is it with...
It's actually, yeah, it's just a hamburger, but still.
Okay, and then when you're in the Netherlands, what do you do for lunch?
Well, when I go back, I'm with my family, so my mom would cook for me, actually.
Pampered,
I'm lucky, I'm lucky.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kimberly and Anna.
Where are you from?
We're from Germany.
Where in Germany are you from?
I live in Munich,
Okay.
near Munich, and
I live near Stuttgart.
Oh, great. And how do you two know each other?
from school.
Yeah,
School.
went to school.
Nice. Okay, so what's the biggest culture shock of the UK so far? How long have you been here?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, how long are you staying?
Until Friday.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so I think the biggest culture shock is people are polite, I think. As a German, of course, we're always like very harsh to each other without trying to be mean. And people here are very polite. You know, if they bump into each other, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me."
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh, that was my fault. I'm so sorry.
My bad. It's okay.
So that's, I think, a big culture shock.
Okay.
And all of the castles. Like, here's so many castles, and the
I feel
castles
that.
are so pretty. And yeah, in Germany, the castles are not that.
What's
crazy.
been your favorite castle in the UK so far?
Oh my god. Oh, I think we just said that this one is very pretty.
So it's this London Bridge, Tower Bridge?
Yeah.
What is that? I think so. Okay.
Just like
Sure. Okay, okay.
here,
okay.
right? This one. Yeah.
Cool.
This one.
All right,
Okay, it's
all
so
right.
many we get confused all the
Trust me,
time.
I've been in London most of my life and I still don't know the castles myself. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. Trust me. Average
good.
Londoner doesn't know either
Yeah,
necessarily.
but London is so beautiful.
Yeah,
We love it
All
here.
right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you just talked about Germans,
Yeah.
and it seemed like the stereotypes of Germans is that they're actually quite
Yeah.
stern.
Yeah.
So that's the stereotype that's true about Germans.
I think so. Especially, I think in the south of Germany, we always I think we are like this.
In what way
like
is the
general.
German stern?
I think just we're not polite to each other when we don't have to.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I think so. If I go into a shop or a cafe or something, we don't say, "Hey, how are you? What can I get you?" We're just like, "Hi, what do you want?" Like,
But you say thank you to the person who you buy the item from, I take it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's the
trying.
difference. What other stereotypes about Germans would you say are true?
we're very on time.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's there? Doesn't matter. Open the door now. Why did the chicken cross the road? He was following orders.
I keep
That is true.
following.
Yes, because
time.
When we went to the British Museum today, we were like, we have to be there half an hour like before everything opens.
Okay.
And we were.
So
I
German
think,
efficiency is very, very true. All
on
right.
time. Yeah.
What's a German stereotype that isn't true?
That we're not nice with foreign people. I think that is a big stereotype.
Yeah, you're very nice with me, so thank you.
Yeah.
But y'all just said y'all harsh. Cause y'all just said I get y'all harsh with each other, but y'all are nicer to foreigners. Is that what's going on here? And the UK does have so many castles that are absolutely gorgeous, but I think like them, if you asked me to name one, I probably couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But we definitely know the UK. People of the UK are very polite. That's just the manners they have. You feel me? And I'm like that too, in a sense. But I will apologize had I been in that scenario running into somebody. I would apologize. My bad. So sorry. I would have too. But okay.
We are in your country, so
Yes.
yeah. But I think that is a stereotype that
I
Germans
agree.
are actually not.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with
I'm Sarah.
Sarah.
Katie.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
America.
San Francisco.
Okay, San Francisco as well?
Yeah.
And
I
how
definitely heard the American in them too.
do you know each other?
We work together.
Okay.
Teach fitness together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's going to determine some of your answers to come. So what's the biggest culture shock of the UK so far?
I mean, I think we thought the workouts would be harder here than they are.
Where, yeah.
We also thought the bars there'd be like more nightlife and the bars would be open later.
Have you been, which bars have you been to? Where have you been to that you thought it was disappointing that it wasn't
Well,
open later?
they shut down Soho House at like 12:30 on Sunday, which was shocking to me.
Okay.
We also we went to the ballet last night and we're like, let's go out for a drink, go to a jazz club afterwards, and everything was closing down when we got
At like
there.
11:30. Yeah.
What day was that? That would be
It was a Tuesday.
Okay, okay.
London. I mean, come on, New York City's open late.
But in San Francisco, hopefully. It was San Francisco?
San Francisco is probably about as sleepy as London. I
Okay,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
But you just thought London would be like New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
feel
enough.
that.
So you talked about the workouts not being as, I guess, intense. Tell me more about this. I'm interested in what was lacking in the workout. What did you do? Where did you go?
Oh, we don't want to shame them.
No.
No, you've got to.
We did a Pilates adjacent workout.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to shade anybody, but it wasn't that challenging.
It just wasn't that hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you teach fitness.
Yeah.
How long have you taught fitness for?
4 years.
Okay. And what aspects of fitness do you teach?
A reformer-based, Pilates-inspired strength class.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole time you were doing the Pilates, were you critiquing and kind of like, yeah, this isn't up to what we would teach?
It wasn't what we aim for in a workout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say.
Okay. What do you aim for in a workout?
Muscle failure.
Muscle failure, time under tension, progressive overload, sequencing with the antagonist supersets. You're challenging the same muscle over and over again to reach failure.
Okay. So I guess for anyone who's interested in the type of fitness that you do and teach, what would be your number one tip for them?
Come to Solid Core in California.
Okay.
Have body awareness.
Have body awareness.
Yeah, understanding your own body and what you need. I think that way you facilitate a workout that makes sense for your body.
Okay. And how can you have better body awareness, do you think?
Moving.
Moving?
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Like they definitely know what they talk about when it comes to working out. They do feel a little snobby. I hate to judge people without knowing them, so I won't say that they are snobby. I will say that just in this interview of what I got to see, it feels a tad bit snobby. But they could be awesome people. We know that they like to go out and party late, and they like to work out hard. Fitness and fun. I just came up with that on the spot. Fitness and fun. Seems like that's what these two are about. I rock with it.
Okay. I'm here with your names?
Elvin
Elvin?
And Shauna?
Nice. Where are you from?
Belgium.
Belgium. Okay. And which part of Belgium are you from?
East Belgium.
East Belgium.
It's
Okay.
a German part of Belgium.
Great. All right. So you were talking about biggest culture shock of the UK so far.
The biggest culture shock here are very different cultures and a different food. And yes, that is what is very amazing here in Belgium. We haven't something like this. And yes.
Okay. And the missus, what was the culture shock for you?
The same.
The same? Nothing else? So you talked about the food. Which part of the food I guess, did you like the most, or was it more of a shock to you?
Trüffel.
Truffles?
Truffles.
Okay, okay. Where did you have good truffles?
In the food market, there.
Borough Market.
Borough Market.
Market,
Oh,
yes.
nice. Yeah, people like Borough Market a lot. How long have you been in the UK? When did you arrive? And how long will you stay?
Monday.
Monday.
And we part tomorrow.
Okay, wow. So like 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, great. What would you recommend anyone who's coming to, I guess, the UK or London to do?
The parks are very beautiful.
The parks are very beautiful, yes, and the history of London.
Awesome. Any park in particular?
St. James Park.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm here with.
Kennedy and Hannah.
And where you from?
We're from Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice.
The U.S.
Okay.
The States,
We
yeah.
heard the American in them is it's so easy to spot Americans. Like, dang, I guess people like when people talk about from other countries, like it's really easy to spot the Americans. I'm starting to understand it. It's definitely we do have an accent. I can clearly hear an American in these videos, and yeah, I guess they're so bubbly and I don't know. You just definitely knew they were American.
Yes.
How long have you been in the UK?
For about 3 days so far. We're
Okay.
staying for a week.
Nice.
Yes.
So what's your biggest culture shock?
I would say that probably being able to drink under the age of 21.
Yeah. Or we did see people like riding around in cars with really, really loud British rap, and I was like, "That's real." Like I felt like it was kind of just like I didn't realize it was like a really real genre of music. You know?
You didn't realize like the music.
Like I knew it was like real, but I didn't realize like people for real like sit in the car like so serious like bumping to it. You know?
Did you remember what artist it was that was playing?
I can't remember. It was just some British dude rapping.
Okay.
I don't know. I just
Do you know
couldn't
any
understand.
British artists? That you can mention? I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Say Central C.
I'm trying to think.
How big is he in the US? Because I've never
pretty
asked
big.
anyone.
He's pretty big.
I feel like a lot of people listen to him.
Yeah, I think it's more of like
His collabs.
Yeah,
too.
his collab like
yeah.
with Drake.
Or like 21 Savage.
And 21 Savage, yeah.
Okay.
He came to our city and did a show.
did.
Our friend
Yeah.
Miriam went.
Okay, okay. So what else was the biggest culture shock about the UK?
I don't know if it's a culture shock, but I would say that the architecture is beautiful.
Really
Yeah.
pretty.
It's stunning. When you walk around, like you don't get to see things that are built, older than modern day technology and stuff now. So
Yeah.
if you look around, everything's just square.
Yeah.
And here it's beautiful. Like the bridge, obviously, it's stunning.
Everything's old. We don't have anything like old and pretty.
Yeah, because
Not in Atlanta or just in the US in general, you think?
not really.
Also not in the South.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
If somebody was to go to, I guess, Atlanta, Georgia, what would be something that you think would be a culture shock to them?
probably Atlanta, like just the city in general. I think that I think the people there, 100%. Not like mean. I just think they're different.
Okay.
You know.
In what way are they different?
Oh, well, maybe like Southern hospitality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kindness.
Yeah.
So yeah, how have you found British people to be then, I guess?
We like them.
Yeah?
They're so sweet.
I mean, they've been nice.
My grandma's British,
Okay.
and my great grandma lives here, so
Okay.
I'm kind of used to, I don't know, the language, I guess. So,
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with...
Caroline.
Like when she say used to the language, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that she meant used to the slang that they speak in the UK and not because the language is the same. So I'm gonna assume it's the slang. Yeah, I'm not far from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm like 3 hours. I've never been though. Never been to the ATL, but I'm not that far from it. Might have to take a trip and visit, see what it's like. But anyways, yeah, with the UK culture shocks, the architecture, I say that in so many videos, it's just always absolutely freaking gorgeous. Yes, we don't have that type of architecture here in the US. We don't have the castles, the bridges, it's just stunning. It's just stunning. We don't have the history. We don't have history. That's what we need. But we're a very young country comparatively, so give us another 1,000 to 2,000 years, and let's see what the world. I can't imagine what the world will look like.
Caroline?
And Ani.
Ani, where you from?
The U.S.
US? Where in the US?
California.
Okay.
And I'm from Minnesota.
Nice. And how do you two know each other?
We go to school together.
In Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, what's your biggest shock?
The lingo.
The lingo.
Yeah.
There's just lots of different phrases.
Like slang.
Yeah, slang.
Yeah.
Which ones come to mind that really, I guess, surprised you, or you're just scratching your head?
Chunder.
Chunder.
That's crazy.
We learned
That's
that.
crazy.
Okay, use that in a sentence because I never use chunder, so I'm trying to figure what chunder means. Is it like to vomit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need a chunder is what we've been asked.
Yeah.
I take it that was by your friend after you've been drinking or something.
Yes.
All right.
Specifically at Temple Bar.
I didn't realize people said stuff like chunder.
Yeah.
We didn't either.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
Chunder.
They're just all like funny. Like Mind the Gap is hilarious.
You don't have Mind the Gap in the US one?
No.
Okay.
It'd be like watch your step.
All right.
Also, like the public transportation.
Is that what mind the gap means? Like watch your step. I do love. It's always cool to go to a different place and kind of hear the different slang. Like that is really interesting. Chunder, yeah, I've never heard chunder in my life.
We don't really have.
We don't have that or
anything.
Like you guys have the tube. We have the subway, but
Only in
you
New York, really.
you only go on the subway if you want to get murdered.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Yeah, I did hear a story about a gunfight on a subway in New York last year.
That happens a lot.
Our public
I
transportation
think that's
is
like
very not safe
very not safe.
and not common to use.
No.
So from each of your respective places, if somebody was to go there, what would you recommend they should do?
You have
What might be
better
a bigger
one, 'cause
culture shock to them as well?
Oh, a culture shock.
We have Minnesota's like a Canadian accent,
Okay.
so you accentuate vowels a little bit more there.
For example?
Like oh yeah, you betcha.
Ow.
What was that?
Yeah. They just accentuate the A's and the O's a little. I don't know, probably the snow and like everything we do in the snow might be a little bit crazy, like ice fishing and going four-wheeling on ice, driving on the ice with your car. Yeah.
That sounds dangerous. But I think
is.
you've got good tires, or no?
But it's fun.
But it's
All right, and anything from Cali?
Probably just like the beach culture, like everything is done outside because it's so warm all the time. Like it never really gets below 70, so everything is outside
crazy
all the
expensive.
time.
Yeah.
Everything's really expensive.
You want to get a smoothie? Like $30.
Yeah.
super. But I mean, you're in London, so London prices, I'm sure, are similar. With London probably being the most expensive city in the UK for sure. Probably top 10 in the world, I'd assume. But yeah, Cali, my days is. I've been a couple of times. It's ridiculously expensive. They're right about that.
How have you found prices in the UK? Has that not been a shock, or no? It's been pretty normal.
Yeah, it's
Relatively
pretty normal.
The same. Like if you're just going to like your average city in the US, not even like city really, but like if I was back home in Minnesota, it'd be roughly the same.
Really?
When did you arrive, and when will you be leaving?
We leave tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow.
Okay.
We got here last Thursday.
Wow, what's been the highlight of this trip?
Well, she's been here before. I've never been here
Okay.
before. So like seeing all the touristy spots, like
Yeah,
this.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. I love like Covent Garden.
The market.
The markets are all awesome. We went to Camden Market, Borough Market.
Okay, let's cut it. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. I'm here with your name.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer, nice to meet you. Where are you from, Jennifer?
I'm from Taiwan.
Taiwan. What's been the biggest culture shock when you've been in the UK?
The people here, when they cross the road, they will not obey the traffic lights and just step forward.
Oh my days. They just standing there in the
That
middle.
really shocks me.
So is it not like that in Taiwan? The people.
Yes, we follow the traffic lights. We follow the lights for workers. Yes, yes.
And has there been any other culture shocks to you being in the UK so far?
Maybe the food here I don't like very much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because there's many delicious food in Taiwan. I already miss them.
What's your favorite Taiwanese food?
Maybe Taiwanese food, beef noodles. Yes.
And as a foreigner from Taiwan, what's really your first impression of the UK?
Oh, it is a very beautiful city, and there are historical buildings everywhere. So every time I take a picture and put it on my Instagram, my friends always said that the landscape is just like a postcard.
And what about British people? What's been your impression of them so far?
Friendly, polite, but sometimes I'm not sure it is safe to talk to other strangers or not. I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Some British people will talk to me on the street. I feel they are very friendly, but in Asia we will not often do that on the street. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Cody and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber, I make great exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite and let's make this happen.
Let the internet unite and let's make this happen. Absolutely freaking love that. That was a great video. You got to hear some of the shocks about coming to the UK, and these are like tourists who just there for a week or two. Like I want to go to the UK for a week or two and just kind of experience life. But that's all we got for this vid. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, check out the